This video is called How to Ruin Your Potential in 4 Minutes. Let's watch.
Here's a quick tutorial
Ooh.
on how you can ruin your potential.
Okay, I'm trying to learn. VHS tape.
Part 1. Be scared.
Okay.
Fear is useful. It keeps you safe and it keeps you comfortable. There's no need to take a risk, no need to try anything unconventional. Why would you? What if it goes wrong? What if those people laugh at you? No. Use that fear and anxiety to keep you in the exact same position for the rest of your life. Why be brave? Why strive to live a life that you and your future family will thank you for? Forget that every success story that has ever touched this planet started with fear. Prioritize being safe, because avoiding failure and judgment is far more important than fulfilling your dreams. Right?
Bro, this is actually like a tutorial. Like, he's not like doing like a metaphor. Like, he's actually like going towards this. Like, he's like full on saying it like that. It's not like he's doubling back on it. He's like dead, like making it seem like this is exactly how to ruin your potential. But I guess that's the title of the video.
Part 2.
Okay.
Disconnect the future. View the future you as a completely separate entity from you today.
Let me take notes,
a person
actually.
who has it all figured out. Someone who's successful, does the work they need to do, and has no problems at all.
Wow, I have a lot
Don't
of
connect
paper.
today's actions to tomorrow's outcomes. No, keep living as if today doesn't really count. Forget that the life that you're living today is simply just a result of what you've done for the past 1 or 2 years. No, that would give you accountability. Instead, view your future as this magical, faraway place that someday you'll arrive at. That way, in 6 months' time, when you're in the exact same spot, you can shake your head, blame everything else, and wonder why nothing ever changes.
Now, that is a good thing you gotta do. You have to kind of separate that. You have to separate your life in different segments as you improve yourself. Because if you don't separate it, when something goes wrong, you're going to start comparing yourself to how you were before instead of comparing yourself to how you will be in the future. That's how it's going to be. Like, let's say you're starting to work out, but then you plateau. You're going to think, man, I'm no better than this person right here. I'm not the person I want to be right here. So what's stopping me? What's different from me now than the person that I was last year? That's dead how it's going to be. So separating your life in different stages, or kind of like different arcs, that makes it a little bit easier to make yourself feel better about your problems and kind of narrow out the issue. Because a lot of the time when we self-improve, our egos, our beliefs don't necessarily change overnight. We have to basically prove to ourselves that we are improving ourselves. But when things go wrong and things stop us from feeling better about ourselves and we stop feeling like we're making progress, then we start to go back into our old habits, start to go back into our old way of thinking, because this is already hardwired into our brains. And in order to get out of this, we have to start thinking like this guy up here. But if it's starting to look like we are the same person as this guy, and you don't have anything separating you two, then you're just going to turn back into this guy, because there's nothing separating you two. You two are the same, which is why you have to draw a clear line in between you two.
Part 3. Be reactive.
Disconnect.
Live your life with no real control. Let things like people, situations, problems all dictate how you think, feel, and act. Follow whatever feels right in the moment. If you don't feel like doing the work, then don't. If you're angry, act on it. Just let life happen to you. Let it influence everything you do. Just like a feather in the wind, letting every single thing control you. Only do things that you want to, or you absolutely have to. Don't live by your own principles. Don't take control of your own life. Doing that is painful. It takes courage. It takes discipline.
Ugh, I would not do that.
Just follow your impulses. This way, when things inevitably go wrong, at least you'll always have an excuse.
Now, he said reacting is a bad thing. Reacting isn't a bad thing either. For people that are trying to improve themselves, reacting is a good thing, but you shouldn't just be reacting. You should also be preparing for certain events to take place. That's how life is sometimes. Sometimes you can only react. But if you're just reacting instead of trying to change or try to alter how things are going at the moment, doing something other than the things that you're doing now to improve yourself for later, it's not a good thing to just be reacting all the time. Sometimes you have to take the steps to get what you want in life, because the people that actually ask for and actually work towards the things they want get what they want, because nobody else is doing it, or very few people are doing it. So reacting is good, but you shouldn't be reacting all the time. Some people react in order to forget about why they're not where they want to be. They use reacting as a means of justifying their failures or their lack of control over their lives. That's basically what they do. I'm also talking
Part
about
4.
that at the end.
Ignore your flaws.
Ignore your flaws.
If there's something in your life that continues to bother you, whatever it is, never admit that you're struggling with it. Instead, protect your ego. Convince yourself there's not really a problem. If it's a bad habit, convince yourself you can stop doing it anytime you like. If it's laziness, convince yourself you won't be lazy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Never face the issue head on. Never break it down and look at why it's happening. Because doing that requires humility.
Exactly.
It requires you to admit that you're not as perfect as you think you are.
Exactly.
That you're not currently capable.
But we're perfect,
But
remember?
that's for sure going to damage your ego.
Exactly.
So just ignore it.
For
Convince
sure.
yourself there's no problems. The downward spiral might continue. It might prevent you from ever reaching success. But hey, at least you get to keep your ego.
Ignoring your flaws, you can't ignore them to an extent. You have to basically recognize them, understand them, and then slowly start to add different things in there that contradicts your flaws. Like if you say you're insecure, you can slowly start doing things that make you less insecure, and they slowly start to override your old way of thinking, which is how you improve. Like if you're insecure about the way you speak, but you're taking speaking lessons and you're talking to new people every day and your speech is getting better, you're going to slowly start overriding your old insecurity about the way you talk because you're improving. It's small things like that that you have to do. It's not going to be major. You're not going to see the change at first, bro. You're not going to see the change. And you may never see the change. I'm just joking. You're going to see the change. But it's going to be a lot harder to see the change if you don't have other people pointing it out to you. Like for me, I've changed a lot over the past few years. I've changed a lot. And sometimes it's hard for me to realize how much I've changed unless I look at it myself or other people tell me how much I've changed. I've changed a lot. Y'all can go back in time and look at the old videos. I used to not talk like how I talk now. And I was hiding that from myself because I was afraid of making mistakes. I was afraid of coming off as I don't know what I'm talking about. So I didn't want to show who I really was. It wasn't the fact that I didn't want to be judged. I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to seem perfect, but I'm not perfect. I'm still not perfect. I stutter. I make mistakes. I stumble over my words, but it's just human nature. You're just going to have to get over that. And I did. And I'm going to continue getting better. I'm going to speak better next year. But it is the way it is because I recognized my flaws. I saw what I needed to change and I took steps to change that, which overrided my old way of thinking. It is what it is.
Part 5.
5.
Believe them.
Oh, 4 minutes.
If you have an idea that you genuinely believe in, make sure you take other people's word over your own. If someone says you won't succeed, if someone says
That's
it
a
won't
good
work, believe them. They must know better than you do.
Yeah.
Forget that it's your life. Forget that you've probably spent 1,000 times more energy and time thinking about it than them. No.
Yeah.
Their opinion, which was formed in seconds, based off their own insecurities, must be more accurate than yours.
Exactly.
Right? Don't take the word of those who have done it either. Those who have achieved what you want to achieve. All of them are lying.
They're liars.
All of them are scammers.
Yeah.
Only trust those who are being reasonable. Surely the ones who played it safe, never built anything great, quit on their dreams. Surely they're the ones with the answers. Listen to them. Conform to what they conform to. And when you end up in the exact same position they're in, at least you won't be let down.
When people believe other people's opinions over their own opinions, it's not the fact that their opinions don't matter. They're more worried about what other people think of them than what they want to be in their own lives. Like if they have a dream that isn't conventional, which most dreams aren't, a lot of people are going to say that's a dumb idea. You shouldn't do that because they know that it's safer to do what they want you to do. Like when I got out of high school, I didn't want to go to college. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was a waste of my time. I said, I won't get into this career, which I didn't need to go to college for. I wanted to jump straight into my career. So I graduated early. A lot of people, and I mean a lot, I think most people that were adults that knew me said that was not a smart idea. Even my own family was saying that. They said, I wish you could go to college. You should go to college. Bro, even until after I got done with my schooling for what I wanted to do, they were still saying they think I should go to college. For what? What am I going to college for? It's not going to make me better at my job. It's just going to be a waste of my time. That's why I said to them, and that's what I'm saying now. But you know something? If they truly love you, and if they truly are seeing that you are putting your 100% all into this and you're making progress, even if it's the little bit of progress you are making, they're going to change the way they think about it. They're going to say, you know what? I didn't think about that. You actually are following your dreams and you're actually doing something with your life. I'd rather you do that than you be another bum on the street. That's what they say. And they actually are proud of you for that because you did something that they were too afraid to do. They're only trying to do that because they are just basically what he said, projecting their own insecurities onto you. They're trying to say things that they wish they did in their lives, which isn't their fault, but at the same time, nobody is the same. No one has ever been the same out of the entire history of mankind. No one's the same. Everybody's journey is different. So if you think about something and you really want to do it, like if you truly want to do it, try it. What's the worst that can happen? What, you wasted like a few months to a year trying to do something that you found that you didn't like? Maybe you spend like a few more years doing it, but at least you are closer to what you actually want to do in life now because you've tested it out and tried it. There's no wrong answers in life, just different ones. And people forget that. People forget that all the time.